Let's talk real estate. Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. We have started our new series here. We're going to do this every morning, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, coming to you live from the West Coast, the best coast, Southern California. We're going to make a few little adjustments here, try to get this right for you. This is the Coffee with the Go-To Guy series. Hey, so I am not that tough. So Starbucks coffee is too strong for me. Seattle's best. I have had Seattle's best in Seattle, and it is strong. Can't do that. So I use just, I'm not sponsored by them, so I won't say the brand, but it's just a regular coffee you can find at your local grocer. And I use flavored creams, different ones. Today I'm using the Almond Joy flavored cream. I really like this one. This is really, really good. Oh man, that's really good. And if you don't like the hot coffee, if you make this and you let it get cool or whatever, and you blend it, make it into an iced coffee, it is amazing. Um, hey, it is Thursday. It's 8 a.m. Let's talk all things real estate. Let's talk about what's going on in the world of real estate, and we'll touch on what's going on in the world. Unless you're living under a rock, you were just told that Russia invaded Ukraine. Um, War is not good for anyone. Um, I have had the pleasure of having some Russian friends over the years. I've had the pleasure of having some Albanian friends. Um, that part of the world is different from our part of the world. Let me say that. Um, I don't know the circumstances, the situation of what's going on over there, but we're gonna definitely pray for all the people that are in Ukraine because, like I say, war is not good for anyone. Uh, People lose their lives unnecessarily. Men, women, and children die and suffer because of war, because of politics, because of power. Um, um, Sometimes people are used as pawns, like on a chessboard, and make no mistake, when a war is declared, the people who are involved in the war, they consider what's called collateral damage. I know I'm getting away from real estate, and I'm going to get right to Southern California real estate in 1 second, and real estate in general, but I just want to make my point on why war is not good for anyone. The people that initiate the war calculate what they call collateral damage. Collateral damage is just people that are going to die. They may not have anything to do with the war. They may not share the views or vision that whoever is causing the war is sharing, but they lose their lives unnecessarily. So, Father God, we're going to pray that He bless and keep the people of Ukraine, and and in this war, hopefully not even let it start and let no one lose their life. That's going to be my prayer for the whole situation. Now, with that being said, that brings me to something I thought about this morning when it comes to real estate, right? What would you do? What would you do? You. What would you do if, because I heard an interesting story, an interesting theory behind the war, and it was that Russia is colluding with China to devalue the dollar, to make the dollar worthless, even though the dollar is worthless now. The only thing is they got away from the gold standard, which means the dollar that we have in the U.S., for every dollar paid out, it would have to be backed by gold. In Fort Knox, we're, I think, about $20 trillion in debt, There's only at last estimate $800 billion worth of gold in Fort Knox. So the gold standard doesn't exist anymore. The theory that I heard is that Russia colluding with China and making as much money as they can. I think Putin makes about 600 million a day from selling oil. And my understanding was Russia colluding with China to buy up all the gold, to crush the dollar, to take the dollar off the world stage and go back to the gold standard. And they got all the gold. So now, my question to you is this: why I pitch real estate so tough? This is why um, I just really, really, really believe in real estate. Number one, the earth is the earth. That's why people are trying to go to Mars, because they're not making any more dirt. What we have is what we have. You build, you either buy, remodel, buy, tear down, build. That's it. Now, in a situation where, let's say, money was obsolete, if you have real estate, then you have something to barter with. Or if you have land, and I've been pitching land for quite some time. And a lot of people are going back to um, buying land and making farms and things like that, right? But if you bought you some land and push come to shove, everything got shut down, you would be able to sustain yourself, right? Because it's three things a person needs on the planet Earth. The three necessaries are food, clothing, shelter, right? If you have land, that takes care of two of those: food and shelter. You can grow your food. I know some of you don't believe it, but you do not have to eat out. Eating out is a luxury purchase, is an impulse purchase. You have to decide to do that. You don't have to do that, right? So you could grow all your fruits and vegetables. If you're a vegetarian, you just don't do fruits and vegetables. But if you want to do traditional farming where you grew your fruits and vegetables, and then you had your livestock, which is your chicken, cows, uh, pigs, or whatever, like 100 years ago, say, right, anywhere from 100 to 50, 60, 70, and they still have farms. And I grew up in the South, so I'm very familiar with farms. I know how to make a garden. My father taught us that. We hated it at the time as kids, but I'm very thankful that he did teach us that. Shout out to my pops. I love you, old man. But he taught us those things, how, because he grew up on a farm, right? Even though me and my sisters and brother grew up in the city in Mobile, Alabama, my father grew up on a farm about 60 miles away, north. And as a child, they had to make gardens and learn how to make roads. They lived off the land. If they didn't grow it, catch it, or kill it, they didn't eat it. So that was one of the things that he taught us, and we absolutely hated it. I thought we was the Beverly Hills business. We living in the city and we making gardens, and that was mind blowing to me. But and as we go on, I'll tell you more interesting stories about my father. He was an interesting guy. So, you know, but by having a farm or having land, you can grow on your food. And if you buy that land close to water, now you have a water source. Water is key. You right? You have a water source, and that takes care. And you build a home on it. You build a shelter on it. Now that takes care of your food and your shelter. You can't survive. Um, that's if the whole world just crashed or something. Remember what was that? Y2K. Remember that? Everybody thought the world was coming to an end and your money was locked up and stuff like that. And if money is devalued, that's why I say real estate is the great investment. It's the great vehicle. Everything else can be shut down. You know, people are big fans of crypto, and I don't really understand it, but I know that's the wave. Everything is going fintech, everything is crypto. That's the next coming wave. But that dirt, that real estate is not going anywhere. You know, you buy real estate and you get a deal. You want a deal, right? You want a deal. It's something that you can pass on generationally. And you pass it on down to your kids, to your to your family members. You can borrow against it. You know, it has so many perks to it and upside to it. So real estate, I think, is the way to go for investing. And the way the world is going now, you never know what's going to happen. But you're going to need somewhere to live. I don't care what happens. You are going to need somewhere to live. You know, shelter, like I say, food, clothing, shelter. Those are the three. Those three right there. Food, clothing, shelter. I don't that transcends race, color, creed. I don't care if you're black, white, or candy stripe. You gonna need something to eat, somewhere to live, and you can't walk around naked. Well, I don't know. We in Southern California. They ain't naked, but they almost naked. You let that sun come out. They almost naked. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh boy, let me sip my coffee. Yeah, so guys, real estate is the key. Real estate is the key. You want to buy real estate. Now, if you're looking to buy real estate in Southern California, I would love to help you. I'm Gregory Dixon, the go-to guy for all things real estate in Southern California. I can help you, whatever you want to buy. If you want to sell, now is the best time. If you want to sell, I'll sell your property in 2 weeks, or I'll buy it. Certain terms and conditions apply. Don't think you're gonna call me with a house that's worth 800,000. You want $1 million, and I'm not the money fairy. It'll be investor friendly terms. But if you want to sell it, I can put it on the market and sell it for you in 2 weeks. That is if it's ready to go. Let's be clear, guys. A lot of you sellers out there are taking fixers, and you're trying to get new construction prices. And a lot of agents, this is for you agents out there that watch my page, that ghost follow me and stuff like that. Tell your clients the truth. If the house is only worth 800,000, tell them it's worth 800,000. Just because you got a comp within a mile that sold for $1 million, you go to them to listen to, oh, I can get you $1 million. You know you're not going to get the million. You know, because the house is a fixer. Tell them the truth. Tell them, say, yeah, we can get the $1 million. But look, here's the house that sold for $1 million, and here's your house. Let's look at the differences. This house is a modern, totally remodeled, got all the bells and whistles. This house, no curb appeal. They haven't changed a doorknob or a light bulb since '76. You know, tell the truth. I lose deals for telling the truth, but I don't want to waste nobody's time, especially my own. I don't want to do a disservice to a seller by wasting that time and telling that seller, you know, I can get you $1 million, and then the agent is going to turn around and use the seller's home as a marketing vehicle, because he's going to have open houses. He's going to get buyers to come in, sign the list, and now he got a list of buyers, right? Especially if they pre-approved, they looking for at $1 million, they're pre-approved and they got the money. So agents, tell the truth, man. Make it easier for yourself. I'm not saying that for me. Make it easier for yourself. You might not get the listing, but the listing that you get, you and the seller are going to be on the same page. You're not going to clash, because when you put that property on the market for $1 million, it's only worth 800,000. Guess what? People gonna go look at it. You're gonna have some open houses. People gonna go look at it. You're gonna get some offers. They all gonna come in under $1 million. Your seller's stuck on that idea. I can get $1 million. I can get $1 million. I can get $1 million. Why am I going with this guy? He didn't give me $1 million. Or you take an offer for $1 million. The guy is getting a loan. Guy or gal is getting a loan, right? It's appraisal contingent. Home doesn't appraise for $1 million. Can't get the loan. The lender is gonna only lend on what the home appraised for. So if it appraised for $875,000, he's $125,000 short. Where you gonna get the money from? Do we have $125,000 on top of the money that he already got to put down? See how that works? Now the seller's mad. You told me you can get $1 million for my property. I listed my property with you. I had 10 other brokers that could have got me the money. And then you have to go back to them, you got to go back to them and you got to have that conversation that no agent wants to have with a seller, especially when you have sold him on or her on the idea of you can get them X amount of money for the property. Then you have to go back to them and have that conversation of lowering the price. Lowering the price always hurts. It always hurts. It's really crucial to price out a property as close to correct the first time. Because if you got to go back and lower that price, then buyers sit back and say, well, how low will you go? Can you drop it down low? How low will you go? That's what the buyers are saying. They're over there playing the cha-cha slide. We're waiting to see how low will the price drop. He dropped it 50. Will they drop it 100? So now you done dropped the price. Now the offers is, so you dropped the price from $1 million to $950 or $975. They like, let me write an offer for $910. See what they go for. And credit me the 10. So the offer really ain't but $900. You want the seller to take $100,000 haircut because you promised $1 million. Not gonna work. Because you're gonna have the bottom feeders, who trying to steal it. It's not gonna work out for you. It's not gonna work out for your seller. You're gonna put a bad taste in the seller's mouth. And when that 3 months is over with, he's gonna counsel you. He's gonna take it off the market for a month, interview some other agents. This is gonna be a bad experience. And also, guys, listen. By no means, this is for all the agents out there. By no means am I trying to tell you what to do. I am not the real estate god, guru, master, none of that. I'm just a guy who works in Southern California, one of the biggest markets in the world. I have over 20 years experience, going on 25 years experience, and actively doing this. Not shooting no videos, not no infomercials, not selling no business in a box. And listen, that's not a jab at people that do that or have TV shows or nothing like that. It's a wonderful thing because the knowledge gets out there, right? And some of the guys that have TV shows, I really respect them and admire them. And a lot of you guys judge some of my guys that have these TV shows, and you don't understand the amount of work that they have put in to get to that level. These guys have been putting it down way before the TV shows came along. There are no instant, it's very rare. There's instant success in real estate. You have to put the work in. You get out of it what you put into it. So the guys that do have TV shows and things, salute to them. And I know the amount of work that they put in before they got to that level. So that's not a jab at any of those guys. Um, what I am saying is when the seller goes and interview with someone else, they're going to talk about the bad experience they had with you, right? So here's a tip. And like I said, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but when you go take that listing, ask the seller, do they have a current appraisal? I've, I've been trying to sell a client a property for $1.5 million, right? Every property I look at, they don't have an appraisal. They just came up with a number of $1.5 million because the house down the street sold for $1.395 million, and they just magically think that their house is worth $100,000 more than the person down the street, even though the square footage is less. So when I ask them, do you have a current appraisal? No. How'd you come up with that number? I'm just curious. How did you come up with that number? And the agent took the listing at $1.5 million because he wanted the listing. Well, it's a seller's market. It's hot. People are paying overpriced. People are paying overpriced for the right property. For the right property in the right location with the right upside. What I mean by the right upside is if I buy it right now and the comps don't support it, in a year from now, 2 years from now, will the comps be more? That's the upside to it. And you have to be a real savvy real estate investor or a real estate agent to calculate the upside or future value. You got to really, because those numbers aren't there. They're not there on paper. They're not there in the comps. You got to really know how to gauge a neighborhood, gauge the growth, and calculate if they're doing an add on, a value add that, as I call it, when you're putting on square footage. You got to be able to know how to calculate that, right? And a lot of people can't do that. So that's the thing. But real estate is the key. Hey, listen, guys, we are going to be doing this every day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. It's going to be our Coffee with the Broker series. And not with the broker because I'm not a broker yet. I will be probably by June, July. But I'm Gregory Dixon. The company I'm with is called Pilar Realty. It's in Century City. Wonderful company, broker Wolf Pilar, great guy. And I'm the go-to guy, Gregory Dixon, for all things real estate. If you're looking to buy, if you're looking to sell, hey, if you're looking to sell right now, not next month, next in the summer, next year, if you're looking to sell right now, I will sell your property in 2 weeks. If I can't sell your property, I'll buy it. Terms and conditions apply, like I said, but you have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. We'll price it right. We'll get it sold. I'll tell you some of the things that I'll do that's different from other agents. We'll market it. We'll promote it. We'll give you a rock star open house. And I have a list of buyers and investors, and there's a great chance that your property won't even make it to the open house. We'll be able to go to escrow before that. I can sell it within a week. Sometimes just making a couple phone calls, do one or two private showings, and we'll get your property sold at a price that is market value. And if you're interested, if you need my services at all, if you need a consultation is free. However, I am really busy. You can give me a call, 323-477-2684, or you can reach out to me on Instagram, Gregory Dixon Official, at Gregory Dixon Official. And our YouTube channel is Gregory Dixon Official. So like I say, we're going to do this Coffee with the Go-To Guy series. We're going to do this every day, Monday through Friday. Some segments will be longer than others. I will be sending out links on Evite and different places for you guys to tune in, get some news you can use. I hope you guys enjoyed our very first Coffee with the Go-To Guy. And we will be doing this every day, Monday through Friday. So we'll be on tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. I'll reach out to more people and we'll get this going, get some dialogue going. I know you guys got questions, you got things you want to know, need to know. Um, a lot of you guys don't know. So that's what we're here for. All good agents and brokers um, are servants of the people, right? So I'm here to serve you in any capacity I can. Look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow, 8 a.m. Have $1 million day today, live from Southern California, the West Coast, the best coast. Love you guys. Have a great day today.